my active grade 5 learners. Are you ready for another day full of fun and learning? I am Teacher Kathy, and together we will catch new ideas and learning. So sit back, relax, and be ready for today's lesson. Kids, I have here pictures, and I want you to tell me what is the picture all about. First picture. Very good. This is a fairy. How about this picture? Right. This is a child reading a book. Very good, children. Now, from the two pictures, which do you think happens in real life? Excellent! A child reading a book can happen in real life, while a fairy does not exist. For today's lesson, we will distinguish and tell whether an action or an event is a reality or a fantasy. So, let us first match the words in column A with the pictures in column B. The first word is treasure. Which do you think is a picture that corresponds with the word treasure? Very good. How about baker? You get it right. How about the carpenter? Amazing! How about for tailor? Good job! And for thumb? Excellent! Now you are set for our story time! While I'm reading the story, I want you to grab your pen and paper and listen attentively and answer these questions. Number 1. How did the goblins look like? How did they live? Number 2. Why did they not leave their homes at daytime? What did they do in the evening? Number 3. What joke did the tailor's wife play on the goblins? Number 4. If you were living on those days, would you have done what the tailor's wife did? Why? And for number 5, is the story true? Why? The title of our story is Why the Goblins Come No More. Long, long ago, there lived inside the earth tiny creatures. The smallest of them were about as big as a grown person's thumb. The biggest one were about as big as a little child's hand. Each of them had a large head and pointed ears. These creatures are known as goblins. Goblins live in homes deep down the earth. They stayed in their homes during the day, watching over the earth's treasure. They never left home during daytime because if the sun shone on them, they would turn to stone. At night, the goblins roamed the earth, went about searching for people who might be in need of help. They would go to a baker's shop, for instance. While the baker slept, they would bake breads and cookies. When the bakers woke up, they would find the bread, cakes, and cookies neatly on trays. They also helped the carpenters. When the carpenters slept, the goblins would quietly take their tools and work. In the morning, the carpenters would find the house finished. Tailors also told of how the goblins helped them. But one tailor had a sad story to tell. This tailor had an order from a very rich gentleman for a fine suit. The tailor worked day and night to have the clothes ready. One night, he was so tired that he fell asleep in his chair. Unknown to the man, the goblins had been watching him. They came out of their hiding places and looked at the work at hand. Soon, they were on the work table, each with a task to complete. Needles flew as the tiny tailors made a stitch here and there. In no time at all, the suit was ready. The tailor woke up just as the goblins marched noiselessly out of the room. Stretching and yawning, he got ready to work again when he caught sight of the finished garment. He called his wife and told her the good news. But instead of sharing her husband's joy, the wife had an evil plan in mind. The next night, while the tailor slept, his wife placed a half-sewn coat on his work table. Then, she scattered some peas on the floor. Having done this, she hid behind the door while waiting for the goblins to come. She did not have to wait long. In a little while, the room was filled with cries, fright, and pain as the goblins stumbled and fell over the peas. When the noise died down, the tailor's wife turned on the light, hoping to find goblins all over the place. But they are all gone, and they have never come out of their homes since. That's the end of our story. Do you like it? Have you learned something from it? I am happy to know that. Now, let us analyze and discuss the story. How did the goblins look like? And how did they live? They are very tiny with a pointed nose and ears, and they live deep down the earth. Why did not leave their homes at daytime? What did they do in the evening? They don't leave their homes at daytime because they will turn into stone if the sun will shine on them. They roam around the earth during evening and help those in need. What joke did the wife of the tailor play on the goblins? She put peas on the floor that hurt the goblins. If you were living in those days, would you have done what the tailor's wife did? Why? No, because it is not good to do bad things to others. Is the story true? Why do you say so? No, because goblins don't exist in real world. What would you feel if somebody will help you in your work? Indeed, we will feel happy and blessed. How will you show your gratefulness towards others? Very good. We will help others who are in need also. And now, let us try this activity.
Let us try this activity. Let us read the directions. Tell whether the picture shown is a reality or fantasy. Good job! The goblin is an example of a fantasy. Great! A baker is a reality. Well done! A carpenter is a reality. Wonderful! A tailor is also a reality. Very good! A bakery is a reality.
And now, grab your paper and pen.
Let us read the directions. Read the following sentences and let us identify if it states a reality or a fantasy. Mark check if the statement is a reality and mark X if it is a fantasy. Number 1. A man driving a motorcycle. Number 2. A blue-winged fairy with a magic wand. Number 3. Santa Claus riding on his sleigh with his reindeers. Number 4. A mother kissing her newborn baby. Number 5. The tree talked to the boy. Number 6. Superman flies and Spider-Man crawls on walls. Number 7. The giant lifted Mount Makiling in one sweep of his hand. Number 8. Many died because of COVID-19 virus. Number 9. Today, children are not allowed to go to school. Number 10. Rodrigo R. Duterte is the President of the Philippines. This time, let us check your word. A man driving a motorcycle. Check. A blue-winged fairy with a magic wand. X. Santa Claus riding on his sleigh with his reindeers. X. A mother kissing her newborn baby. Check. The tree talked to the boy. X. Superman flies and Spider-Man crawls on walls. X. The giant lifted Mount Makiling in one sweep of his hand. X. Many died because of COVID-19 virus. Check. Today, children are not allowed to go to school. Check. Rodrigo R. Duterte is the President of the Philippines. Check.
That's all for today, class. I hope you have learned something from today's lesson. Soar high, dream big, grade 5. This has been Teacher Kathy, your companion in catching new learnings and ideas. See you next time. Goodbye.